Hey everybody, welcome back to Alfonso Speaks. Welcome to a brand new trial here on the channel. Before we get started today, like, share, subscribe, turn the bell on the notifications. Follow me on my socials. You can see them down below. And don't forget, think about investing in a channel membership because if you do, you see all my videos as soon as I upload them instead of waiting for their scheduled release date. So this is a trial that you guys have wanted me to do for a long time. I've wanted to do it for a long time. And here we are. It's the Sarah Boone trial. Okay. My subs, you guys are smart. You guys already know what this trial is. The suitcase killer, Winter Park, Florida. I've told you guys before also that the craziest thing I found out about this trial is that it happened right down the street from my old apartment complex down in Winter Park, Florida, when I was living there. I'm back up in the DC area now, but I was in Orlando for 3 years. And the complex that this happened at was a complex that I was actually looking at and thinking of moving into. So I just thought it was very interesting how close that occurred. There was also man, that was Winter Park is a weird area. Like it's not the worst area that you've ever seen, but there's some crazy stuff that has happened in that area. There was a trail over there as well, where a double homicide had occurred, which was a pretty nasty one. So, um, Aloma Avenue, just a hit or miss spot. You go further up Aloma Avenue, and you got a lot of big houses, wealthy people. You got Rollins College over there. Like a lot of wealth in that area. But then you also have the hood, in the opposite direction, and so it just really depends on where you're at. I was like somewhere in the middle of both of those. Always felt safe where I was, but you got crazy people. It's just, kind of what happens. So, yeah, the Sarah Boone trial. The point that we're going to start at today is the point where the judge now tells Sarah Boone that she is being forced to represent herself pro se because she has now forfeited her right, um, to represent herself after, sorry, she's forfeited her right to counsel, because she has gone through 8 attorneys at this point. Um, you know, a judge is only going to tolerate nonsense for so long, and she got to this point where enough was just enough. 8 attorneys is a lot for you to be firing and going through, um, before you're just like, okay, now you forfeited your right to this counsel. So Court TV did, a report on it. We're gonna watch that here today. Um, and then we'll get into all the other stuff. We'll get into the interrogation. We'll get into the trial itself. We'll get into everything. But we gotta start somewhere, right? So we'll start here.
Welcome back to Court TV Live. We are switching gears now to Florida, where defendant Sarah Boone is now going to be representing herself at trial. There was a last-minute hearing on Friday, and the judge in that case said her
Let's
right
get
to
forward a
counsel
bit.
because he thinks
and full-blown prejudice against me, which I believe adds to her nasty attitude towards me, and I do not trust her. So I have prepared this for you. It's a letter and then a continuation of the letter from the video visit, so you are aware of. And everyone constantly blames me that I am the reason why I am supposedly on attorney number 8, which I am not the reason for any of them. I put this in here also so you are aware. I refuse to be mistreated by her as my attorney. I'm shocked that she has a proposed trial date, considering the fact that I have not seen anything. I keep asking her for just a download of my phone or my medical records or for anything that I've asked pretty much all of the other attorneys as well. All of my questions that I keep asking her are in a letter to you. I didn't know if you would be the one to help me answer them or to spur her to finally answer them to me and hopefully truthfully. I don't know. As I've said to you before in the past, You said that you are not able to intervene regarding my letters. I still want you to be aware of what it is that I am going through still. And it's a matter of ethics and professionalism with how she should be treating me. I shouldn't have to come up with a pre-planned judge in order for her to do so. And also some other things that I've been working on in the meantime that I would like everyone else to be made aware of. That I don't just sit and eat bonbons and watch soap operas all day. I fully apply myself at all times.
The court knows I've spent probably 20 hours, a little bit more, a little bit less, with Miss Boone. She has lots of lists, lots of questions. In reviewing the court file, she was distressed previously about having access to her lawyers. I have taken collect phone calls from her that are at my expense. JAC doesn't reimburse you because I think it's important for clients to have access. I have
Hang on,
spent,
please. No one's interrupted you this morning, Ms. Boone.
as I said, I've spent over 20 hours going through her questions, going through her lists. When I tried to update her with regard to the depositions that I took recently, she opted to exit the jail conference. When I tried to review some things with regard to discovery as to things I wanted to make sure she was aware of, she walked out. She has asked me repeatedly for a copy of some medical records. Based on the discovery I got from the previous attorneys, one of the copies of those medical records had her handwritten notes. So she had a copy given to her previously. She'd reviewed them with previous attorneys. I sent her a new copy. Some of the things that she thinks are important from a lawyer perspective, perhaps I don't attach the same importance to, and you try to explain that to a client. You know, I know the court's in a difficult position, but at this point, we're at that impasse of, if she walks out of every conference that I have with her, I'm not sure what that says about the attorney-client relationship.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong other than wanting to have a very successful outcome. It's just been long and drawn out, and I believe that God obviously believes in me as much as I do him in order for him to give me this very unique adventure that I am on, and I'm doing my best to let everyone know who I really am as opposed to the malicious murderer that everyone thinks that I am. I don't feel that she can do that properly. I still always, the reason why I'm here is hope. Is to hope that she will come in with a gentle, softer side and actually listen to what it is that I'm saying and see the bigger picture other than what's the one avenue that she keeps going down.
So I haven't seen all of the instances of where she was like firing her attorneys or anything, but I'm assuming that most of the rhetoric was just like this: oh, my attorney's not being nice to me or not paying me in the best light. It's hard to paint you in the best light. The the evidence in this case, which I've seen snippets of the video of the crime, and it's very hard to paint you in a good light when like somebody's begging to be let out of a suitcase and you're just sitting there taunting them. Um, how are they? The lawyer doesn't. The lawyer can try to say certain things to get the jury on your side, but it's going to be very difficult. Like, you guys got to think, there's been cases in America where women have killed men who were actively in the act of assaulting them, whether physical, sexual assault, whatever. And they still have trouble being looked at as the victims because of their actions because of the fact that they took a life. Um, how do you think you're gonna lock somebody in a suitcase and then claim, "Oh, I did it because I just got tired of them, abusing me and stuff." The jury is still going to look at you like you're a monster because all you had to do, or they're gonna question, "Hey, did you try to walk away? Did you try to leave the relationship? What was he actively doing in this situation this night that made you do this?" Because according to your own interrogation, which we are going to watch some of it here in this video, according to your interrogation, you guys were having a good night. You guys were just having a night in. So why did you do what you did? It's going to be hard for any lawyer to kind of swing that and paint a different picture of you than you've painted of yourself at this point.
There's other ways to win in more than one way. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, but I'm not saying that I'm trying to remove her. I'm just trying to ask you, please, forgive me for having to ask you for this. If you could please let her know, please, to just be nice to me.
The defendant there calling this a, quote, unique adventure that she's on. Her trial is set to begin on October 7th, where she's going to face charges in the murder of her boyfriend, Jorge Torres.
So, okay. Yes. So after this hearing, she was forced to go pro se, forced to go pro se. A little bit different than our guy Daryl Brooks that we watch a lot here on this channel, right? So you guys already know we watch a lot of Brooks on this channel. Excuse me. And of course, he went pro se um on his own. He decided to represent himself after firing his attorney one time. He fired one attorney. Sarah Boone, however, has been playing games. Whichever attorney, if we have a meeting and I'm not hearing stuff that I like, you're fired, and I'm gonna bring in the next one. Um, I'm surprised it was able to get to 8 times. That's a lot. That's a lot of attorneys. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of taxpayer dollars, right? And there has to be a limitation on some of this stuff. What I think could help is maybe you have a different application process for these attorneys. Like, hey, maybe we get 5 different attorneys that you can interview with and then choose from when you're getting a court appointed attorney. Because yeah, you should be able to have a say in who's representing you, because some are not going to have your best interest at heart, and you want to make sure that you have a say in who's defending you as you are fighting for your freedom. However, there does come a time where it's obvious that you're just trying to take advantage of the system, and the judge is going to see right through it. And when you don't have a good reason other than, "I just want her to be nice to me," okay, the judge is going to be like, "Okay, you're full of crap, and it's time for this charade to come to an end." And that's exactly what ended up happening. So let's go back in time to the interrogation. We have a great video here that I will link below. It's by JCS Criminal Psychology. Um, and what they did is they did an amazing job breaking down the psychology of this interrogation. I don't know if this will get the video demonetized. Honestly, I really don't care. This is just a great way to introduce the trial onto the channel. I know I'm also a little bit like late to the party technically, but these trials are timeless. They really are. They're timeless. It's always good to go back and watch these very interesting things. I still want to watch that father, the black guy with the crazy locks, who who took out his family, like all but one of them, I believe he did. I definitely want to watch that. Let me see something real quick, guys, because what I would really like to do is be able to show the full screen. So yeah, so here's something. Here's just a different look, guys. If you guys are good with this, if you guys like this, let me know. I'll go with that. If you guys like this look, let me know. I have a bunch of different options in this software that I use, but a lot of times the thing ends up cutting off, and I don't really like that. And so um yeah, what we're gonna do is check out this video and let's watch the interrogation.
911, what is the location of your emergency?
4748 France Court.
Is this a police or medical?
My boyfriend is dead.
Okay, send the line for the fire department. Do not hang up.
Sorry, Rich. Just tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in his case and we were playing, like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep, and I woke up, and he was dead in the suitcase, so I don't know what happened.
Okay, is he hanging from somewhere or what, ma'am?
No, I pulled him out of the suitcase.
He was in a suitcase?
Yes, and I fell asleep.
Right, is he breathing?
No.
I need you to get him on the floor, flat on his back for me, okay?
I did. I tried giving him CPR.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
purple.
Okay, listen to me. Lay him flat on his... Okay, ma'am, listen to me. I want you to lay him flat on his back for me on the floor.
I did.
Okay.
He's stiff and purple.
Okay, man, that's fine. We're still going to do compressions on him, okay? Place the heel of your hand on his breastbone, right in the center of the chest.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Just by looking at him, you can tell.
Okay.
Ah! Please! Okay, he just gurgled.
Okay, listen to me. Place the heel of your hand right between his chest, right between his breastbones.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Yes,
We want to pump his chest for me hard and fast, twice per second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Who pronounced?
Right there.
This is 42-year-old Sarah Boone, who you just heard on the 911 call a few seconds ago. Her boyfriend was 42-year-old Jorge Torres Jr., who she locked inside a suitcase the night before, ultimately leading to him dying of suffocation. Sarah's explanation is that it was a totally unintentional and unforeseen accident, but what she's completely unaware of at this particular moment is the fact she recorded 2 videos on her phone last night, the first of which was taken at 11:12 p.m. and shows her laughing at George while he's zipped up in the suitcase. But George isn't laughing. He's asking to be let out and repeatedly stating that he can't breathe. The second video was recorded 11 minutes later showing the same thing, except the suitcase was flipped over and in a different area of the apartment. Sarah is both unmistakably and heavily intoxicated in these videos, which may explain the fact she didn't delete them. It would be safe to assume that she has no idea the videos exist. And yes, you will see the moment she becomes aware of their existence. But we first have to acknowledge how this episode was even possible, and that would be the Law and Crime Network. They sent us the uncompressed documents that comprise this video, and almost every case we have covered, or will cover, is already available in its raw form on this channel, which includes the 2 main...
Love that. Love that. Gotta show some love to Law and Crime Network. And like I said, I want to show some love to JCS Criminal Psychology for them putting together this video. So let's check it out.
I had a cigarette little. Get it for you, okay? Wait 1 second, okay?
I really need something to drink.
Okay,
I got my Dr. Pepper on the counter.
okay, we'll take care of you. Give me 1 second. What's going on?
So
I just got here, so fill me in.
No problem. Like, he and I were putting a puzzle together. We've been doing some artwork together.
You are putting a puzzle together?
Yes, we have a puzzle that we started in there.
Okay.
Like, having a good time with one another. But we're drinking. We had a bottle of wine last night.
Okay.
So then it's like, we decided to play hide and seek, right?
Okay.
So he gets in the suitcase, okay?
Who is this guy?
That's my ex-husband, my former husband.
How did he lives here with you guys?
No, I called him over here.
Okay, okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Here, let's talk in private, okay?
I called you guys.
Bro, what in the world? Yo, imagine being the ex-husband. I didn't even know he was at the scene. Imagine being the ex-husband and you come to the scene and your ex-wife, who probably left for a reason, has now killed her current boyfriend. That's wild, man. Like, you would be like, yo, I think I dodged a bullet because that could have been me.
All we had was a bottle of wine. Literally, just a bottle of wine.
Okay.
Doing puzzle artwork. Then we decided to play hide and seek. That's all that happened.
Okay. Here, let me fill this deputy in, okay?
Please, may I have my Dr. Pepper? I am so caught mouth right now. It's on the counter.
I can't move anything from out of the house.
So thirsty. Like, I'm
Here, I want you to sit down because I don't want you passing out. This is probably a lot for you to deal
I
with,
need
right? Sit.
Ma'am,
I don't.
water. Just water.
I can get you some water, okay?
The officer then talks to Sarah's ex-husband.
About 11:30 is when I started calling to find out because this is supposed to be her day.
He referred to the fact that Sarah was meant to have custody of their son today.
She's generally not very good about always doing it. She tends to drink.
They called back and said she was still there, or she came back.
So I was calling to find out if she was going to be getting him or not today.
From school.
Yes.
Okay.
Got over here, told her she needed to call 911, get somebody over here, and then basically she said she needed to go outside, have a drink and a cigarette. But I called her.
Give me 1 second, okay?
He's currently on parole because of it. So
Because of domestic violence with her.
yes.
Okay.
He explains that George has been arrested for domestic violence multiple times against Sarah, and that Sarah's literally bailed him out every time.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, she's getting water from this tap. Probably gonna pass out on us. Okay, well listen.
The police officer asks the ex-husband to stick around for a little while longer. She then gets a notepad and returns to Sarah to collect more information.
At some point you put him in the suitcase?
No, he got in the suitcase. So he thought it would be funny to be put in the suitcase. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to joke with you and I'll zip you up and make him, squirm a little bit, whatever it is. But then I fell asleep. I fell asleep.
Where was the suitcase?
Right where it is.
Right down there?
Yes.
You zipped him in there?
Yes.
Thought he was be funny, a little
It
joke.
was. We both were laughing about it.
Okay.
And then I fell asleep
Where did you fall asleep at?
upstairs. I just totally
So you
forgot.
began to do CPR on him?
Yes. Yes.
About
And he
what time
gurgled.
this morning
Like he
did you
gurgled.
start doing that CPR?
No, it was the afternoon. And it, air was coming out and he was gurgling, but I could just tell by looking at him.
But you knew how to do CPR, you were doing that on your own?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to sit back down because I don't want
Can
you...
I have one more sip of water, please?
Yeah, go.
Can I have a cigarette, please?
Ma'am, I can't take anything out of the house.
It's on the back porch.
Nope, all of it. It's secure, okay?
The officer then confirms the ex-husband will be taking custody of the child.
And your child is in school right now. He's not here with you.
No. He's
Okay,
at school.
he's in school. How old is he?
This will be a fun one to explain. He is 9.
I can't even start with how you would explain something like this. Okay.
The ex-husband leaves, and the officers wait for investigators to arrive.
Can I please just have a cigarette? They're on the back porch.
Not right now. We can't have you go and get anything. Why don't you sit in the shade?
The investigators then arrive.
Hey, Sarah. Did you get enough water? No, if you want to stay seated, I don't want you getting lightheaded. So remember I said the detectives were going to come out and talk to you and go from there. They're here. They're going to ask you a few questions and then go from there, okay? All right.
All right, Sarah, my name's Chelsea. My partner, Scott.
They ask Sarah what happened.
So he decided to get in the suitcase. So I thought it would be funny and he was laughing about it too, to zip him up in there. I go upstairs and fell asleep. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
After you zipped them up, did you move the bag around and mess with them at all, or you just zipped it up and walked away
And I both
laughing?
were laughing about it, but I went upstairs and I fell asleep.
Okay.
I'm afraid for my life. I want you to know that. I am
Why
afraid
is that?
for my life. His family have never liked me.
Have you called any of them?
We talked to his daughters yesterday.
No, I mean, like, about this. Does
No.
anyone know? Okay.
They're
So
going to
it's...
kill me.
Okay,
Do
well...
they live local?
Yes, they're down the road. They're going to kill me.
The detectives reassure Sarah that she's not about to get murdered, and then go in to investigate the apartment.
Just stay seated, okay, Sarah? I know you're panicking, okay? Just relax. We'll come and talk to you. We'll keep checking on you.
This police officer was brilliant. Her temperament was perfect for the situation.
She is handling this extremely well. She really is. But you know what? She reminds me of one of my black aunties. You know what I mean? Like that cool, calm demeanor. That child bless your heart kind of demeanor. Like she's carrying it so well. Like she's controlling the crime scene, which is so admirable, so professional. And her approaching things the way she did is probably what ultimately led to there being the possibility of a conviction. So good on her.
The investigators simply asked Sarah to stay somewhere else for the night, and to come to the police station the following day with any questions she might have. Sarah stayed with her ex-husband, then showed up at the sheriff's office the next day at 3.
Wow, she stayed with her ex-husband that night. So I wonder what the conversations were over there, like, yo, what happened? Like, I wonder if she ended up like saying anything. Probably not, but that would, to be a fly on the wall, would have been insane.
3:51 p.m., with an entire handwritten page of questions, the first of which was about when she's getting back her phone.
I'm gonna have you sit in the green chair that doesn't move. Appreciate you coming in.
Yes, ma'am.
Sarah takes out her page of questions, which the investigator semi-acknowledges then brushes off.
So obviously, he received his autopsy. So I'm going to read you your rights again because we have to talk about that. Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me?
No.
And do you understand what I just read you?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Sarah has no idea what just happened.
This morning we went to his autopsy, and we were informed of some injuries that he has by the doctor. So he had some injuries to his left shoulder. He had a cut near his lip. We could see his mouth was a little.
I haven't laid a
swollen.
hand on him.
Okay.
Forensics have since proven that George sustained his injuries the night he died, and he didn't have them before entering the apartment.
Also, too, he fell off my son's bike.
Okay.
So I don't know. And he's notorious for running into the wall or the hall tree. So
Okay.
The investigator details further injuries, including a contusion on his neck.
And they're all recent. Like they occurred recently. It wasn't something that occurred post or that occurred a week ago or 2 days ago, 3 days ago. They definitely occurred, the night leading up to when he was.
In all honesty, we have not gotten into it. I have no idea what it is. No idea what it is. We had a good time sitting on the back porch, having wine, and smoking a couple of cigarettes, and then decided to go inside and literally paint, do puzzles, and play, and listen to music. That's why.
She had all night to set this up, which is the issue. For all we know, she could have designed this entire scene of events from scratch. There is a 12-hour gap between the timestamp on her videos to the moment police showed up on her doorstep, which is plenty of time to assemble what looks like a very pleasant scene of events that in no way precipitated a drunken act of revenge that ultimately led to murder.
I didn't even think about that. The plot thickens.
Nobody got out of sorts. This is what's mind-blowing to me. I have no clue. Nobody laid a hand on anybody.
He also had, on the left side of his forehead, he had basically bruising, and on his head and his skull.
I have no idea.
As if something hit him.
I
considered
have not
force
touched him.
trauma.
I have not touched him. I have not touched him. I have no idea. We had a good day. It was a good day. We've had good days lately. It's been good. I don't even know where this is coming from.
The interrogator now brings up Sarah's last call to police, reporting domestic violence.
You said a month ago he hit you with a curtain rod.
Yeah, with a curtain rod. That's why I can't believe you guys didn't take that either.
She just referred to the fact that George didn't face charges for the alleged assault.
We've been good. I don't know if, it's since the last time he got out of jail. We've been good, and he's been having his classes.
What do you mean by good? What's your definition of good?
The probation officer?
No, you said you guys have been good. What's your definition?
I've been good. I don't think you all understand. He comes at me all the time. He comes at me. So it's either I flee or try to go upstairs and go to sleep. That's usually what it is. And I don't know if you talk to Brian about any of that, but most of the time when I flee, I go over there. So
Sarah is detailing possible motives for retaliation. Routine procedure would be to keep her train of thought locked on this element, provide encouragement and understanding while inquiring further into the suspect's grievances with the victim.
Yes, brilliant. Teach us how to be detectives. I like this channel. I'm gonna start watching more stuff on this channel. So yeah, what he's saying, she's kind of just spilling it all out for them. You know what I mean? They're not even having to try too hard because she's coming into this defensive, She's coming into this interrogation already defensive and already she's trying to like erase any type of motive, but she's inadvertently creating evidence of a motive unintentionally. But with her explaining like, hey, we've had good days lately, but then also, explaining like, he has been violent towards me. Like he just said, now you're painting a picture of something that would have maybe motivated you to put him in a suitcase and lock him in there and not let him out.
Problem is that the lead interrogator really doesn't like Sarah and abandons the task of pretending to, which makes this a significantly flawed yet remarkably entertaining process to bear witness.
Right, but you're saying that you guys have been good, and when I asked you yesterday, the last incident that you could remember was the curtain rod incident, which you said was a month ago, so give or take. Right.
The investigator challenges an earlier assertion which remodels the discourse, and the suspect then starts defending her relationship with the victim.
I really love him, like I do, and I feel like I can help him. He came a really long way, and he was trying. He was really trying.
She somehow transitions into the principle of how she doesn't normally drink, and it's kinda only because of George that she drinks at all.
The occasional wine, whatever, or if it's a weekend, that's when you have a good time. You don't have to wake up the next day. I have to wake up the next day and do things. I can do 50 things at once and still know the 50 things more prior that I need to get done. He can't process like that. He didn't process like that. So the next thing you know, he doesn't want to deal with it. I'm going to go get something to drink. Nobody knew George better than I did. I say that I knew George better than himself. And I tried in every way, shape, and form. Ask everyone. I helped him. I took care of him.
Sarah talks about George's anger management classes and the supposed progress he was making.
And would always come home and show me his papers. And we would look over his papers together. Where it's like, wow, you actually are learning this in class? And some of the stuff that they would show them, like videos, he would come home and be like, Sarah, I'm so sorry for what I've done to you. He changed.
And that's why you're still with him, even though he's done all these things to you. And
when I tell you I love him, I love him.
Oh my God. Ugh. Yeah, you could see right through it. Why are the tears only coming when you're talking? That's a clear sign of fake crying. Like you're perfectly fine until you start saying words and then, you're just sitting there like this. You guys need to subscribe to Alfonso Speaks. That's clearly fake crime, but definitely subscribe to Alfonso Speaks. Hit that subscribe button. I mean, I feel like that was a really great impression. Like if that was entertaining for you, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Just do it.
When you love somebody, you have limits.
Everybody tells me that.
At some point, somebody gets enough.
In the next moment, the detective will say, then they have to do something to defend themselves. Sarah's temperament will completely switch at the completion of this sentence.
Then they have to do something to defend themselves.
I would just flee. And I don't know if you...
That's like, look at that. That was crazy. That was creepy as hell. Like, look at her face, man. She just goes from this to just straight like stone faced. Like she forgets that she's supposed to be crying. I'm sorry, but if like any of you have ever been speaking to somebody while you're crying, you need a moment before you can just snap into the next sentence stone face. Like you're still like sniffling, you're still trying to breathe. You're still trying to process what you were just talking about that made you cry in the first place. Like her, like that was creepy as hell, man. Like
Sarah's temperament will
let me see something. I want to see if I can I zoom this in? No. Okay. It just does some weird stuff. All right, but like just try to look at her face if you guys can. Just look at her face and how it shapeshifts, man. That was creepy.
Completely switch at the completion of this sentence.
Then they have to do something to defend themselves.
I would just flee, and I don't know if you would like to see on my phone, or I think it's actually on a laptop.
She explains how she once filed a restraining order against George, then for some reason brings up his ex-wife.
When I say a monster, she's a monster. Like,
The interrogator lets her vent about the ex-wife for 2 minutes. She will now bring the focus back to the investigation.
Since talking yesterday, do you remember any, like, timelines better? Like, what time you guys were playing, what time he was zipped up in the luggage, what time you went upstairs?
We started because we cleaned the house a little bit, did some laundry.
She recalls the game starting at around 4 p.m. and her going to sleep at around midnight.
So I have 4 and I have midnight, so there's a big gap. So I'm just curious, like, if you recall when you went upstairs to hide in the shower, or...
Like when we started to play hide and seek?
Yeah.
Well, we went inside probably about, if I had to guess, we weren't out there too long.
Look, I'm not saying that hide and seek can't be played by adults, but my wife and I are madly, madly in love. Madly in love. Like, we're best friends. We enjoy each other's presence. We enjoy each other's company. We have never played hide and seek as adults, unless we're playing with our kids. The hide and seek story doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just being real. Now, again, I'm not saying that no adults play hide and seek with one another. But like we're talking about a 2-floor apartment, basically a townhome. You're talking about a domestically violent relationship. And you guys are happy enough with one another to play hide and seek. I'm just not seeing it. And there's not enough room in that apartment for there to realistically be great places to hide. Like, that's not going to be fun. That's not, well, like, what are we talking about? I just don't, I'm not seeing it. I'm not buying it.
Worked on the puzzle again, finished it, started to paint. Well, started listening to music for a little bit, started to paint. Can we turn the music off? No problem. Start at the top, paint, whatever. I don't want to paint anymore. Let's just, come on. Okay, you want to play hide and seek? What he does is, okay, tag, you're it. So it's like, okay, we know. Okay, take off.
That's not how you play hide and seek.
That's what we did.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's tag. What are you talking about?
Have you...
And if that's how you guys were playing it, how did he end up hiding in a... You're playing hide and seek and you're hiding in a suitcase. You know, I'm not going to keep trying to put logic to this. Let's just keep going.
You guys ever played you said you played hide and seek like probably 3 times in your relationship. When you have played, have you ever zipped him up in a suitcase prior?
No.
Okay.
The suitcase originally is in our closet, buried all the way to the back. If you, I know the CSI people saw our closet. Our closet needs to be cleaned out really bad. My son's clothes need to be cleaned out really bad because they don't fit him anymore, and I'm tired of looking at them.
And they're tired of listening to you. Look at them. They're like, man, she goes off on a lot of tangents. Like she's trying to, it's the same thing that Darryl Brooks was doing in his interrogation. And like, again, I'm not going to say somebody's automatically guilty if they start doing this or engaging in that like soliloquy type behavior. However, I will say this. If I'm in an interrogation and I know I'm innocent, I'm staying on topic because I'm just trying to get up out of there as soon as possible. Like I'm not here to tell you guys about my life like you guys are my therapist. What do you want to know? Because I ain't have nothing to do with anything. So what do you want to know, detectives? What can get me up out of here and back into my house as quickly as possible? That's all I care about. I don't care about nothing else that we got going on here. I don't care about telling you about my closet and my friends stuff on the closet floor. And in the case of Darryl Brooks, I don't care about telling you about where my mom works and she got to take this bus that doesn't even have a bus depot, and she's just out in the cold and in the dark in Milwaukee, and she works at traders and da, da, da. I don't care about any of that at that moment. There's nothing I need to distract you with. Let's stick to the facts. Let's stick to what we're here to talk about, because I'm trying to get up out of here. I ain't got time to be here. So anytime I'm watching an interrogation and I see somebody that does this, that's like consistently going off topic, right? Like she's talked about her friend's clothes in the closet. She's talked about George's ex-wife now. I start to get a little bit suspicious about, like, why are you bringing up so much extra stuff that seems to deviate from what we're talking about? Like, let's stay on topic. Show me, right? Show me that you don't have any fear about talking about what we're here to talk about. Because if you're innocent, look, here are the facts, man. Here are the facts, straight up. This is what happened. That's it. Everything else, I ain't got time to be talking about it. I don't care about none of that.
So he took it upon himself, including that suitcase, to take it downstairs so we can get all of our clothes, our donations and everything, and just leave the whole thing by the clothing and shoe thing at my son's school.
Gotcha. No, I'm just asking, in the past, like, have you ever zipped him up in anything, jokingly or not? But obviously,
No.
I understand, you're claiming that Sunday it was a joking matter. You were laughing, he was laughing. But what I'm just asking is, in the past, like, is it something that you guys normally do?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Okay, so do you remember making any videos or maybe having any photos, videos that you remember doing on your phone on Sunday?
No.
No?
I think I took a picture of a dog.
Okay. So I have something that I want to show you that we found, and it was from your phone.
With regard to the colossal realm of interrogation footage, the level of notoriety these next moments acquired is virtually unprecedented. I feel like this picture belongs on a wall somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Can you see it?
If you need to move it around, go ahead.
No, I don't remember that.
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me.
Your battery's about to die.
Shutting down.
Oh, okay.
Let me.
Sarah may have been hoping that was the end of it. Really can't say that I blame her for that.
Nah, for real.
Is it long? Because I don't know how much I can take.
No.
I don't know how much I can take.
I don't know how to find her.
Do I have to watch this? I continuously throw up. I don't sleep. I don't want to see it, if that's okay.
You can either explain it or we take it for what it is.
Yeah. We're just trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what's going on. That's it.
It's that long?
2 minutes.
No.
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me. Fuck you. Stupid. Sarah. That's my name. Don't wear it up. Sarah.
I don't want to watch it, please. Okay.
You know what's crazy? I do talk a lot on this channel about my own upbringing and how I learned about accountability. And I talk a lot about my parents and how their strictness and their willingness to give me consequences when I did something wrong. Give me 1 second. My son is calling me. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Yeah, I remember moments like this. Not obviously, I've never put anybody in a suitcase or taken anybody's life. But I remember moments where, uh, my parents would catch me in a lie or something. Like, oh, I said I did this assignment, but I really didn't do it or something. And they would show me proof that they knew that I didn't do it. And I just remember like this dynamic, man. Like it just feels so like I know what she's feeling right now because it just feels so uncomfortable. And it feels like, oh man, I messed up now. And I can't imagine how much worse it feels when, those were my parents that love me. They just want me to do right. They just want me to be better. She's in the room with two detectives that do not care about her at all. They care about solving this crime and putting away whoever's responsible for this crime. It's a completely different feeling. It's probably it's probably worse because there isn't any reconciliation with these detectives. They don't care about that. My parents, I could do something wrong. They're going to forgive me and we're going to correct it together. These detectives, they're here to investigate this crime, um, and assist in putting away the person who did it, which is you. Other than that, they don't care. Like there's no reconciliation with them. There's no, oh, I forgive you. I love you. No, it's hey, we caught you in this crime. You're going to prison.
That's him saying that he can't breathe, and you saying fuck
So
you.
this is upside down.
The interrogators should not be cutting each other off, but their missteps can be forgiven on this occasion due to the power of the evidence, which the lead detective will now focus on.
Guys, this is killing me right now.
So this image is upside down, and then this small video that occurred 11 minutes later, it's flipped over the other way, closer to your dining room table.
Okay.
Now he's obviously still in there. So he didn't, how did it go from the back to the front?
I flipped it.
Okay.
My plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep.
Well, that's what you did.
Yeah.
But not intentional.
No, you told me you went upstairs because you were
Stop
getting
here.
ready for bed.
Just to be clear, Sarah still has no idea how screwed she is. She just referred to an earlier statement that she didn't lock up the suitcase all the way, so George could get out.
Stopped here.
Okay, but
Where's here?
show me where you can see any fingers coming out.
It's, and his head's right here.
Mm-hmm.
So going like this, it's like this.
But why is he saying I can't breathe, and why is he pushing on it as if he can't get out?
And it doesn't show a hole.
There's no hole. There's no fingers. I don't see his fingers. There's no hole.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't know, like, what you want me to tell you.
I'm just telling you what we see and what we've heard from the other video.
I understand.
He's begging for you to let him out. You're laughing in the beginning, and then in the end it sounds kind of like a...
No, it's not malicious.
Well, saying fuck you,
It's not malicious.
then what is that?
My intention was not to leave him in there. Please understand that. My intention was not to leave him in there.
This video is at 11:12 when it starts, so was he in there for like a long time prior to recording this?
No. No.
I think we've all gathered by now that Sarah might be twisting the truth in her favor a little bit. She seems to have forgotten that 2 minutes ago she claimed to have no recollection of this incident, so her impeccable memory all of a sudden seems rather selective.
I also isn't it so odd? And I'm sure you guys have already thought about this, but it's so odd. You got this crime where literally it's just the victim and the aggressor. There's the only two people that were at the scene that would have saw anything, the person that's dead and the person that killed them. And the only reason you got away with this, or the only way you would have gotten away with this is if you hadn't recorded a video on your phone like an idiot. She could have still been walking away. She might not have walked away completely. She might have gotten maybe a manslaughter charge or something like that. for carelessness leading to another person's death, you can have something like that happen. But now you're looking at like a straight up homicide charge, life sentence, no parole, that type of stuff. And it's all because you recorded your crime. Like, I don't know if you guys watch Bruce Rivers, the criminal lawyer, man, one of my favorite guys to watch. Stop self-snitching. Like, nobody is able to really convict you of would this be murder in the first degree? I don't really understand the first, second, and third degree thing. But nobody would have been able to convict you of murder in the whatever degree if you hadn't have filmed it. There was nobody else there. See, we could have looked at like a domestic history to put 2 and 2 together, but like, how would a prosecution prove without a reasonable doubt that you did this on purpose and not in a just careless alcoholic, slumber? Unless you filmed it. But you filmed it. And it's so crazy. You say this a lot on the channel. You played yourself, Sarah Boone.
I didn't think that he was, like, panicky. Like,
So pushing up on a suitcase saying, Sarah, 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 I can't breathe. And you're the only one laughing.
Okay.
And you're the only one saying derogatory comments. Like you're mad.
No. Please don't, I don't mean to sound negative, and I don't know if I can say this, but, like, it's like you guys are kind of trying to, like, feed me.
The interesting thing about Sarah is that her intuition is correct. She sort of recognizes what the police are doing here, but still has no idea of the ramifications. Her energy resembles that of someone who feels the police are about to start rumors about her.
Like, no, I'm just trying to show you a video that you no longer want to watch because you probably don't want to know the outcome of how and what you said.
My plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep. My plan was not to, he'll be up here any minute.
But you willingly went upstairs and went to sleep. No one forced you to go upstairs and get
My
ready
plan
for
wasn't
bed.
also to leave him in the suitcase.
So why didn't you take him out?
Because I went upstairs, and then I fell asleep.
But why didn't you consciously think, he's asking to come out, he can't
I didn't do it
breathe.
intentionally.
What do you think is going to happen if you leave somebody in a confined space like that?
Well, I thought by not giving it up all the way, it would be okay. My plan was not to leave him in the
And
suitcase.
what was your plan?
Waiting for him to come upstairs. I thought it was, like, I thought he was okay. Like, I didn't, that, you all...
He's telling you he's not. He's telling you, Sarah, I can't breathe. He's saying your name, and you're like, that's my name, don't wear it out.
Guys, that's how we are with each other. The whole suitcase thing never happened before.
Sarah tries to move on to another topic, but the interrogator doesn't allow it and brings her back to the specifics of the evidence.
Again, his head is closer to us facing the video, so we should be able to see fingers, and we don't see anything. We see no movement of him trying to unzip it or physically unzipping it. All we see is pushing up, trying to push out of it.
Please do not assume.
I mean, you put him in, so why didn't you take him out?
Because I was upstairs and I fell asleep.
No, before you went upstairs. You, like, consciously had to walk upstairs. You obviously remember going to bed because you were able to give me a time frame on that. And you specifically told me that you went upstairs.
My intention is not for this to happen.
What's crazy? How small was George that he could fit in a suitcase, though? I know I can't fit in a suitcase. I'm about 6'2", 215. How do you fit in this? Like, there's not a single suitcase that I have in my house right now. And I got some pretty big ones, but there's not a single suitcase right now that if I tried to fit in, I could fit in it. There's not a single one. So like, how big or small was George? It's a good question.
I am sick about it. I've never done anything like this before in the past. I am sick.
The lead interrogator starts playing the video as Sarah is mid-sentence reiterating her innocence.
I don't know. I don't know what you all want me to tell you because this was not in any way, shape, or form.
You admit to moving the suitcase, like, over. So
you roll it.
You roll it over. Like, it's not like...
I didn't want it to be like that.
You didn't want him to be upside down? How do you even get upside down?
Right.
Fuck you!
You guys are killing me right now. I don't know how you want me to say it. I didn't mean to leave him in there.
Okay.
What's your reasoning for not calling 911 sooner?
Because I didn't know what to do and how horrific it was. I called Ryan, and 5 minutes later I called you guys? Not even 5 minutes. And it was continually doing CPR with the dispatch on the phone.
So when he asked to be let out, what's your reasoning for not letting him out?
When I was upstairs?
No, when he's asking on the video, he asked multiple times. He asked to be let out. I can't breathe. Why didn't you let him out?
Well, number one, I had no idea it was going to end like that.
Okay.
Number one.
Okay.
Number two, just, you know what? I'll give you 5 minutes or so in there. I'll give you 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes for what?
This was an absolutely imperative moment to allow the suspect to elaborate, but the lead interrogator cuts her off.
Well, based off the video, one video is at 11:12 and the next one's 11:23, so you actually gave him at least 11 minutes per video recording. So my thing is, when it stopped, he asked multiple times, why? Why did you not let him out? It's just a simple question.
To be honest with you,
don't
Were you punishing him?
No.
Well, that's what you're saying in the video.
This is what you got. This is what you make me feel like.
See, and then it's all backfired on me. I will never drink alcohol again.
Who's it supposed to backfire on? She says, I will never drink alcohol again. Yeah, you won't, because there ain't no alcohol in prison.
Okay.
I don't care what it is in any way, shape, or form.
But let's get back to this. When he's begging for his life, telling you he can't breathe, let me out, and you say, fuck you, why don't you just let him out? What are you trying to prove to him? There was obviously something in your head that you were thinking of when he was asking to be let out, and you're like, no.
Again, it's the boy calling wolf. And it's not fair. It is not fair. You guys are trying to, again, he's in there. Night, night.
He's begging for his life, telling you he can't breathe.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't. I didn't intentionally mean for this to happen.
But my question is, why didn't you just let him out prior to going up?
I don't know why.
He's begging to be let out. He's not laughing. He's not having fun.
So are you guys, so what is it you're trying to,
We're just trying to figure out why.
Why? What?
What was the motivation for leaving him in the bag?
Why he was left in the bag? Why the video?
I didn't have any motivation. It was he and I having a great day, fooling around and being stupid.
It's a good analogy for the day, excluding the fact that he's got a bump on the back of his head, a bump on the front of his head, and his lip is busted, and he has a bump on his eye.
I don't know what you all want me to tell you. This is not fair that you all are assuming that that's from me.
Where else did it come from?
If you were, say it's opposite, you were in the suitcase and you're asking to be let out, should they not let you out?
Eventually. I'm guessing. I'm blaming it on the wine.
Blaming it on the wine? After talking to you, everything was laughing and fun. Now we're watching a video where it's not laughing and fun. He's begging for his life, and you are in a very angry voice telling him to fuck off.
No. It's not fair that you guys keep trying to say that that's what I did.
If he could push it open, why wouldn't he have gotten out himself? Why would he beg you to open it?
Okay.
I tell you he can't breathe.
Okay.
If someone can do something for themselves, they're going to do it. They don't need assistance.
You two didn't lay hands on each other.
No. No. I don't have anything.
You're right. You're telling us that we're assuming stuff, but what we're simply doing is...
Yo, bro in the red is funny, bro. Oh my gosh, man. He's saying everything out loud that I'm thinking in my head while I'm watching it. She's like, oh yeah, I don't have anything on me. And he's like, yeah, you sure don't?
Telling you what we saw in the video and repeating what you told us.
I understand. Because I don't remember that.
Okay. Doesn't mean it didn't happen just because you don't remember it.
Sarah now gets freaked out by the male detective. She thinks he's texting someone about her, which creates an absurd yet hilarious moment.
So is the texting thing something about me? Like what's...
The what? Texting? Oh, no, I'm texting.
No, I have one last question. You realize you're the person that killed him, right?
I thought about that.
Okay, you left him in a bag when he's begging you, saying, I can't breathe, let me out, and you said, fuck you.
Not intentionally.
You got up, and you went up to bed.
You all?
Please sit down.
Listen to me. I did not intentionally kill him.
Oh, man. Who does that sound like? Who did that sound like, guys? This was not an attack. It was not planned, plotted. Who does that sound like, guys? Ooh.
I got you on video screaming, fuck you.
This is what it feels like when you're choking me. There's still feelings towards it. You wouldn't say it if you didn't feel it.
And then you flipped the bag around several times.
I didn't do that intentionally.
You didn't intentionally flip the bag around?
No. Why would I do that?
Well, you
Good
told us
question,
you
you
did.
did.
When he was upside down.
Right.
Well, you had to put him upside down.
You can't get in a suitcase upside down because...
It had to have been on its back with the lid open for him to get in there, for you to zip it up. Then it shows it on the other side with him in it, so you had to flip it to there. Then there's another video where it's on its back again, so you had to flip it.
I'm leaving it like this, please. I'm leaving it like this. I did not intentionally do this.
You left him in there. You did trying to dance around the fact. You left him in there.
This is not...
You didn't leave him in there?
It's not cool. Like, this is not cool.
It's not cool. You intentionally left him in there and left the room. You went upstairs to a different room.
I would do anything for him.
Well, you gave up checking up on him. So.
Wouldn't let him out of a suitcase.
Oh, gosh.
Anybody look at it, I don't think anybody would look at that video and go, George is having fun right now.
The discourse repeats itself a few more times, and then Sarah brings out her list of questions.
So, am I getting my phone back?
No.
Not today.
What about Lucas's laptop?
No.
Not today.
Not today.
How do I go about getting his wedding ring, engagement ring?
It's at the medical examiner's office. It'll come to us eventually, and then
it'll be released to the next of kin.
Yeah. Okay.
I bought it for him.
Okay.
That is a civil issue. It was on his finger. It goes to them. They're the ones that are going to release it. We don't have any say in that.
So I won't get that back. So, what's next?
They're going to come and swab your fingers.
No, I'm talking about, like, in the long run. Like, what do I need to, like, do I need to be doing something, or, like...
I can't tell you, like, what to do.
I mean, like, so, like, for... Like, I don't understand, like, I don't know if you guys are just gonna, like... I'm not admitting anything about being intentional, and like...
We told you everything that we have. You know everything that we know.
So after this, what? I'm done? In itself, for me to have to live with getting him out and doing what I did is punishment enough. Nonetheless, I have to live without him now.
Mm-hmm. His daughters, too.
Yeah, how about
Are you trying to make it worse?
Sorry, what?
Are you trying to make it worse?
Just making a comment. I mean,
CSI, that was there yesterday.
Forensics take her DNA and fingerprints. The investigators then return.
Okay, Sarah. So, you're not free to go. Okay.
This comment seriously puts Sarah on edge, but she still won't quite be fully aware of what's happening. This is coupled with the fact the investigators now try to get a solemn declaration out of her to close out the interrogation. The psychological dynamics of the moment are extraordinary.
Oh, do you promise everything you told us was the truth? Or no? Everything we've talked about today?
Yes. What do you mean?
The investigator explains that it's just protocol.
Do you promise and swear that everything we've talked about today has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
To the best of my knowledge.
Correct. Yes.
Why?
That's how
anytime
you
we talk
swear.
to somebody, we...
The male detective re-explains that it's just routine, only in a far more comforting tone. But the tone doesn't do a whole lot to reassure Sarah. She looks about ready to get swallowed up by a wormhole and take her chances in a separate dimension.
It's not a trick question,
To the best of my knowledge,
to the best of your knowledge.
Everything that you've told us today is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
yes, but it was not intentional.
Okay. Okay.
All right, do me a favor, stand up. I need you to turn around, face the wall, put your hands behind your back. Do you have anything in your pockets that I should know about?
No. Why is this happening?
Because George is dead.
Not intentionally. So this was a trick.
You read your rights.
Why
Are
is
you
this
trying?
happening?
Because
Before y'all said I could leave. So what am I supposed to do now?
I
had a
don't
sneaky
work in
suspicion
the...
this was going to happen. And I need water, like, really bad, please.
How's she?
You all check me down here.
An officer comes to take Sarah to the jail, but Sarah has questions first.
Those holding cells, the holding cells, am I going to be put in one of those?
I don't know.
Last time I had a panic attack.
Let them know that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Go ahead, stand up.
I have not
So
found
what am I
anything.
going to do?
That's actually kind of crazy. She's talking about having a panic attack in a holding cell, but George was trapped in something much tighter. Like, what? Oh my gosh, man. Between her and Daryl Brooks, I don't know who has less self-awareness.
My purse. What made you all decide to do this?
Made us decide to do this?
Uh-huh.
George is dead.
You guys, I knew this was going to happen.
You did?
Sarah was taken to the Orange County Jail at 5:44 p.m. She was charged with second-degree murder and held without bond, which keep in mind was in late February of 2020, just before the entire planet went into lockdown due to a pandemic. So Sarah must have had a real fun time getting acclimated to the new environment. She's been in the county jail since, with a...
Okay, so as we know, she's already been convicted. Now she's on her appeals. Man, what an interesting series we're in for with this Sarah Boone trial. Of course, again, she's gone through she went through 8 attorneys and then was forced to go pro se, and you know, none of the evidence helps her whatsoever, and she provided all the evidence herself with the phone recordings. So, you know, it's like any chance that she would have had to get out of this is just gone. It's just gone. And we're gonna have much more of this Sarah Boone content to come, man. I can't wait. If you guys enjoyed this video, like, share, subscribe, turn the bell on for notifications, follow me on my socials, and make sure, if you guys want to see all of my videos as soon as they are released, get yourself a channel membership, or you're going to be lost in the sauce until the release date. Okay, if you guys want to get ahead of the game, then make sure you guys get a channel membership. We've already had a bunch of people sign up so far. It's been awesome. Thank you to all of the channel members. And we will see you guys next time here on Alfonso Speaks. Till then, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.